ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। गुरवे सर्वलोकानां भिषजे भवरोगिणां निधये सर्वविद्यानां दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। साक्षात् कृतं दयानन्दं परमार्थस्वरूपिणं तत्त्वज्ञानप्रशास्तारं प्रणतोऽस्मि परं पदम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तः शान्तः शान्तिः। ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम्। नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः। प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावः दुग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत्। वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनम् देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवती कृपेण वहनी कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोतीर्णा खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तक केशवः पाराशर्यवचः सरोजममलम् गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटम् ज्ञानाख्यानककेसरम् हरिकथा सम्बोधनाबोधितम् लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमलप्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिम् यत्कृपात्तमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमम् देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः
अथ चतुर्थोऽध्यायः
श्रीभगवानुवाच
श्रीभगवानुवाच
इमं विवस्वते योगम्
इमं विवस्वते योगम्
प्रोक्तवानहमव्ययम्
प्रोक्तवानहमव्ययम्
विवस्वान्मनवे प्राह
विवस्वान्मनवे प्राह
अनुरक्ष्वा कवे ब्रवीत्
मनुरिक्ष्वा कवे ब्रवीत्
इमं योगं ज्ञानयोगम् अव्ययं योगम् इमम् उक्तवान् विवस्वते उक्तवान् प्रकर्षेण उक्तवान् प्रोक्तवान् विवस्वान् मनवे प्राह मनुः इक्ष्वाकवे अब्रवीत्. So the parampara is presented. Bhagavan says, I taught this to Vivaswan, Avyayam Yogam, Avyaya Palatvat, Moksha Palatvat, Avyaya Palatvat, Avyayam, Imam Yogam, Avyayam. This is called Avyayam because the result of this yoga is Avyayam, not subject to declension, not subject to Vyaya, change, destruction. Therefore, Avyayam. So, Yogam is, Bhashyakara very clearly said, Adhyaya Dvayena Uktam. Jnananishta Lakshanaha Sasanyasaha Karma Yoga Upayaha. That yoga for which Karma Yoga is the Upaya, the means, and that yoga is characterized by Jnananishta, Sasanyasaha, and to which Vedarthaha, Parisamaptaha, the teaching of the Veda culminates. So that yoga I taught. This first sloka with the Bhashyam we have seen. Then the second shloka. The meaning we have seen. We have to see the version. Anyway, just we will have a quick look at the meaning also. Evam parampara praptam.
एवं परम्परा प्राप्तम्
Evam rajarshyo viduhu.
इमं राजर्षयो विदुः
Sakale neha mahata.
सकालेन महता
Yogo nashtah parantapa.
योगो नष्टो परन्तप
Parampara means lineage. The lineage of teacher, student. Acharya, Shishya, Parampara. The one who was a Shishya becomes Acharya. After learning from his Acharya, the student becomes the Acharya. Then he teaches his students. After learning, then the student becomes the Acharya. Iti, the Parampara, everyone is a student, was a student, and everyone was an Acharya. So his Acharya, he was a student. To his student, he was an Acharya. It's called Parampara. The knowledge is transmitted in the form of Acharya, Shishya, Parampara relationship. That's called lineage. An Acharya can be the father, and Shishya can be his son. So father-son relationship or Guru-Shishya relationship. Anyway, that is a Parampara. So, evam, in this manner, Paramparaya Praptam, this yoga which has been received through the lineage of Acharyas. Everybody is Acharya because they teach, therefore. So, to the lineage of teachers and Rajarshya, who are they? Rajarshya, they are Raja and Rishi. So, they are Rajarshi. Rajarshi is Rajanaha te Rishayaha. They are Kshatriya Rishis. Rishi is Jnani, can be Kshatriya, can be a Brahmana, or any category. Here, Rajarshi, that Kshatriya Rishis. Rishis, because they know, Rishati Janati, and they are Rajas. Therefore, they enjoy power as well as Jnana. It's a beautiful combination. Generally, power and pleasure, they go together. Power and knowledge, that combination is an excellent combination. If power and knowledge is there, then the praja will be, then the praja will be peaceful. They live a happy life. So the Rajarshayaha, Viduhu, Aviduhu. So Rajarshihi, Rajasyaha, Bhagavachanam, they knew through Parampara, Rajasyaha, Aviduhu, Viduhu, Aviduhu, they knew, they received the knowledge, thus in the Parampara. And what happened to that knowledge? Sahan Yogaha, that Jnanam Saha Yogaha, Jnana Yogaha, Mahata Kalena, over a long period of time. Over a long period of time, Nashtaha Bhavat, Nashtaha e Parantapa, he Arjuna, that it is lost over a period of time. Why? Because of the dominance of other Purushartha, Arthakama. Because of the dominance of Arthakama, the focus of their pursuit changed from moksha to Arthakama. The value for Arthakama became important than moksha. Forgetting that all the Purusharthas supposed to subserve this moksha purushartha, giving priority to artha kama, and therefore not giving time to learn this yoga. Therefore, nashtaha, there seems to be some gap, a break. This knowledge was lost. Iti. Now let us read the Bhashyam. I think you have not seen the Bhashyam. You will read. Evam
एवं
kshatriya parampara praptam
क्षत्रियपरम्परा प्राप्तम्
imam rajarshayah
इमं राजर्षयः
rajanascha te rishayascha rajarshayah.
राजानश्च ते ऋषयश्च राजर्षयः
Visarga missing. Either rajarshayah or rajarshayo. It should be typo. Then if it is rajarshayah, then viduhu or aviduhu. Here viduhu. Viduhu
विदुः
imam yogam.
इमं योगम्
Aviduhu also correct only. Here viduhu. Sa. Okay. Evam, thus, Kshatriya Paramparaya Praptam, the lineage of teachers. They were Kshatriya, they were the kings, rulers of the dynasties. So, Evam, in this way, this Vidya, which is received through the lineage of teachers, and the teachers are Kshatriya. So, Kshatriya Parampara is mentioned. So, Brahmana Parampara, other Parampara also implied. This is only Upalakshana. Kshatriya Parampara. Gita Priya Bodhini, author says, this is only Upalakshanam. Because Narayanam, Padmabhuvam, Vasishtam, Tatputram, then that lineage is there. Tatputram Parasharam Cha, that lineage also it is there. So, Kshatriya Parampara, Brahmana Parampara. So, therefore, Kshatriya Parampara is only an Upalakshanam. Parampara is important. Whether it's Kshatriya Parampara or Brahmana Parampara, or whatever may be the Parampara. So, Parampara, Parasmat, Guroho, Avarena, Avarehi, Shishyehi, Prapta Vidya, this Vidya, therefore, this knowledge is still alive because of the Parampara. That is why we offer Namaskara to the Parampara. Parampara Namaskara. Parampara includes our Acharya also. Sadashiva Samarambam, Shankaracharya is Madhyama, middle. Asmad Acharya Paryantam. That is Parampara. So in the Parampara, either we can mention the important names or just 3 names, starting from Dakshinamurti, then Shankaracharya in the middle, important link, important connection in the link in the tradition, because there was a time again in the period of Shankaracharya, there seems to be this jnanam, kalena magata nashtaha. Jnana, this knowledge seems to be lost. So whenever the knowledge becomes nashtaha, there comes a great person who bridges this gap. So as Bhagavan says here, this yoga nashtaha, therefore this yoga I teach you. Even in the time of Krishna Arjuna, he says yoga nashtaha. So after that period, then Vyasacharya came, then Shankaracharya. So it is all the way. So whenever this parampara becomes nashtaha, this knowledge, then there comes an important link. Acharya comes and he bridges the gap. So every yuga it happens. So therefore only this knowledge transmitted to the parampara is still alive. So therefore Therefore, Kshatriya Parampara Praptam Imam Yogam Rajarshayaha Rajanaha Te Rishayaha Karmadare Samasa Rajarshayaha Viduhu they knew, they know, Aviduhu they knew, Viduhu they know. Imam Yogam, the knowledge transmitted through the Kshatriya Parampara, and therefore these Raja Rishis, they know this yoga, they know this teaching. Teaching what teaching? Which has been taught. Adhyaya Dvayena Uktaha. In the last two chapters, which has been taught. Then the next slide. Saha Yoga
Sahayogaha
Kalena
Kalena
Iha Mahata Dirghena
Iha Mahata Digihena
Nashtaha
Nashtaha
Vichinna Sampradayaha
Vichinna Sampradayaha
Sampravrittaha Samvrittaha
Samvrittaha
Saha Yoga, that yoga paramparaya prapta paramparaya prapta praptaha yaha yogaha saha yogaha adhyaya dvayena uktaha yogaha, that yoga nashtaha vichinna sampradaya. Sampradaya was snapped, broken, vichinna chid vichinna broken. Sampradaya is broken. Vichinna sampradaya. So the sampradaya, it is broken sampradaya. It means that the lineage of teachers and the students who were preserving this jnanam, that lineage got broken. Vichinnaha abhavat. Sampradayaha vichinnaha. That is what nashtaha is. Nashtaha means not this knowledge was available in the form of some grantha and it is lost. This knowledge, even in the form of a manuscript, even if it is lost, it is not really lost. If it is in the minds of the people. So, in fact, the manuscript and came later. Copying this, the form of the manuscript also came later. So all these were in their buddhi only. Then why it became lost? Because the priority changed. Arthakama became the priority. Therefore, nashtaha vichinna sampradayaha samvrittaha. So sampradayaha vichinnaha. Vichinna sampradayaha. Chinna, vichinna, tapratyaya. That is what vichinna sampradayaha nashtaha. Mahata dirghena kalena. Over a long period of time, here it became, the lineage became broken or weak, became weak or broken, snapped. So therefore, there seems to be the absence, or there seems to be the loss of this yoga. That's why it was not known to the people. People were ignorant. Had it been preserved, then people would not have been ignorant, because knowledge was alive in their life, but it is not, because vichinna sampradaya. Because sampradaya, the chain got broken, therefore this jnanam was not able to transfer to the next generation. So therefore, there seems to be the loss. It was not available, it became unavailable. Therefore, for the availability of this knowledge for the next generation, for their future generations, the parampara has to be perpetuated. So, the perpetuation of the parampara, that is why in those days, they say the knowledge which is gained, if not transferred, then they say that person who has learned, who had gained this knowledge from the teacher, he will be born as a Brahma Rakshasa. Because not transferring is also considered to be, a sort of a papam. We have 5 yajnas, Bhuta Yajna, Manushya Yajna, then Brahma Yajna, Pitra Yajna, Deva Yajna, Rishi Yajna. Rishi Yajna. This is Rishi Yajna. What Rishis have given that have to be preserved. Preservation only the form of transferring, transferring to the next generation. So that is also the duty. That is why it is considered to be one of the Panchamaha Yajna, Rishi Yajna. But over a period of time, Mahata Kalena Nashtaha Abhavat, Samritaha happened. Then, He Parantapa
हे परन्तप
Atmanaha Vipakshabhutaha
आत्मनः विपक्षभूताः
Paraha iti Uchyante.
पराः इति उच्यन्ते
Tan Shaurya Tejobi Tejobis Gabastibihi
तान् शौर्यतेजो गभस्तिभिः
Tejo Gabastibihi. Yes. Sarga is missing many places. Paraha, some Pare also is reading is the Bhanuhu Iva
भानुः इव
Tapayati iti Tapaha
तापयति इति परन्तपः
Shatrutapanaha
शत्रुतापनः
Ityartaha.
इत्यर्थः
So, He Parantapa Paran Shatrun Tapayati iti Parantapa Tapayati iti Parantapa. Sambodhana, He Parantapa. So, the one who scorches, who torments the enemies is called Parantapa. Paran Shatruniti. Atmana Vipaksha Bhutaha. Paksha Vipaksha. Vipaksha is opponent. So Atmanaha is not Sachit Ananda Atma. It is reflexive pronoun to oneself. Atmanaha Vipaksha Bhutaha in the form of enemies to oneself. Atmanaha. So enemy to oneself. Vipaksha Bhutaha Paraha iti. So Parantapa Para is Vipaksha Bhutaha Shatraha ityartaha. Vipaksha Bhutaha means Ripavaha, Shatravaha. To whom? To oneself. Atmanaha. Paraha iti uchyante. It is called para. Paran. Tan referring to paran. Paran. Shaurya tejo gabastibihi. Shaurya tejo gabastibihi. Shurasya bhavaha. Shauryaha. Shaurya. Shurasya bhavaha. Shauryaha. So Shaurya, Tejas. Tejas is brilliance. Then Gabastibihi. Shaurya Tejo Gabastibihi. Gabastiman. Gabastibihi. Gabastibihi, the word you would have heard in Aditya Hridaya Stotram. Nashiyatyesha Vaibhutam Tateva Srijati Prabhu Pahayatyesha Tapatyesha Varshatyesha Gabastibihi. Aditya Hridayam, a Stotram on Surya Devata. Different names of Surya Bhagavan. Surya Devata is there. There, Nashayatyesha Vaibhutam Tadeva Srijati Prabhu Kaha Surya Devata. Suryaha. Nashayati, he resolves this Jagat. He is a creator, he is a resolver. And he is Payati, Yeshaha. He is protector. So, creator, sustainer, and destroyer. And Varshati also, he is a cause for rain. He makes rain come down. Kaha Gavastivihi, Gavastima, the rays of the sun. So here, Shaurya Tejo Gavastivihi, the rays of eat in the form, the tejas, brilliance, eat in the form of shaurya, the bravery, heroism. So tan, that is paran, this vivaksha bhutan, there is shatrun, shaurya tejo gavasti bihi, by the race, of tapa, ushna, eat in the form of bravery, tejas, brilliance, the brilliant, that is bravery, that heroism. Banuhu iva, gavastivihi banuhu, like the sun, banuhu iva, like the Surya, which scorches. It's like this sun, hot sun, midday sun scorches. Similarly, this person, sun scorches through sunlight. This person also to the race. What is that race? Shaurya. To the race, through the race of bravery. And it is effulgent. Tejaha. So the Tejaha, Vanuhu iva tapayati, the one who scorches the enemies, like the sun scorches. That is called, the person is called Parantapaha. Vanuhiva tapayati kan paran tapayati. Katam au shaurya tejo bihi yata banuhu tadvat. Yata banuhu tadvat paran tapayati iti parantapaha shatrutapanaha. Shatrutapanaha. Tapana is from tap dhatu only. Tapana. The one who causes the enemy to burn, who scorches the enemies. Where are the enemies? Here the enemies are, here he is called enemy. Enemies are the people that Dhartarashtra who are standing right in front. Or this yoga, for this yoga to happen, that which are obstacles, pratibandha, those are the enemies. That Shat Ripavaha, Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Vatsarya, and Ragadvesha, those are the enemies. So, to handle the external enemy, we require physical strength, muscle strength. What about to handle the internal enemy? There also it requires skills, different set of skills. When those skills are present, then this jnanam take place by which the internal enemies are handled. So therefore, in both ways, we can take parantapa, the scorcher of both the internal as well as the external enemies. Then we'll read the Gita Priyabodhini Tika. For the second shloka. Swaprokta Jnana Yogasya Vishishta Jana Parigrihitatvam Vispashtayati Bhagavan. Swaprokta Jnana Yogasya Svena Proktaha, taught by himself. By whom? By Bhagavan. So Swaprokta, taught by him. What is the subject matter of teaching? Jnana Yoga. So what is Proktaha? Jnanam. Jnana Yoga Proktaha. By whom? Svena. By Bhagavan. Bhagavata Proktaha Jnana Yogaha. Tasya Jnana Yogasya Visishta Jana Parigrihitatvam, by the exalted Jana people, Parigrihitatvam, the reception of this knowledge by the exalted people, by the people, Vispashtati Bhagavan, Vispashtayati. Bhagavan mentions, Evam Parampara Praptam, Imam Rajarshiyo Viduhu, Sakale Negamagata Yogo Nashta Parantapa iti. That Visishta Janaha is Adarshaya. So Bhagavan mentions here Rajarshis, they were the receiver of this jnanam, knowledge, this yoga, what I taught. Evam iti Brahmanishtaya Param Shatrum Kamakrodadi Lakshanam Tapayati Vinashayati Parantapa iti Sambudhihi Sambodhana. Brahmanishtaya, by Brahmanishta, Param Shatrum. Param is Param Shatrum, the great enemy, the ultimate enemy, which is in the form of Kama Krodha. Tapayati, scorches, Vinashayati, destroys, the one who destroys. Param Shatru, the great enemy, greatest enemy. By what? By knowledge, Brahmanishta. That person is called Parantapa. So, Brahmanishtaya Kama Krodhadi Lakshanam Shatrum Tapayati. Yena Tapayati Saha Parantapaha iti Uchyate. By whom this Kama Krodhadi Lakshanams are destroyed by Brahmajnanam, that person is called Parantapa. So, with regard to the Kama Krodha, the enemies, the means of destroying is Jnanam. Therefore, one who is called Jnanam, Parantapa. That we can take the meaning. Parantapa. Iti, Parantapa meaning, here Param meaning the enemies which are internal. So, the context provides external enemies also, because since war is about to happen, war was about to happen, about to begin. So, therefore, external enemies also can be taken Parantapa, that is Arjuna. Evam Uktaritya Vivasvatat Vivasvadadi Visishta Jana Parampara Praptam. So Visishta Jana, they are the Visishta Jana Parampara Praptam Jnana Yogam Imam Arvachina Rajarsyaha Janakadayaha Viduhu Evam Eva Viduhu Itiva. Evam Uktaritya, in the manner Evam Uktaritya, this which has been taught in the manner Vivasvadadi Vishishtajana Parampara Praptam, by the people who are in the tradition, like Visvavasan, etc. Vishishtajana, they are special people because they were the receivers of the knowledge in the tradition. Therefore, Parampara Praptam, Jnana Yogam, this Jnana Yogam, Arvachina, Arvachina, Evam, Arvachina is before, earlier, they, who Rajarshayaha. Rajarshi were the receiver of this knowledge. Uktaritya Praptam Yogam, by the Arvachina earlier, by the Rishis, Raja Rishis, who are the Janakadayaha Viduhu. So they know Viduhu Evam Eva Viduhu Idiva. Thus they know, thus they came to know, thus they got the knowledge transmitted through the Parampara. Raja Anaschate Rashayascha Rajarshayaha. They are the kings and they are the Rishis. Therefore, Rajarshiyaha. Imam Brahmanadinam Upalakshanam. So, Kshatriya Parampara is talked about. Kshatriya Rajanaha. Rajanaha te Rishayaha Rajarshiyaha. Brahmanaha te Rishayaha Brahmana Rishayaha. That is also possible. Possible, not possible, it is there. So, other Varnashrama also can be taken. That is the idea. Even Brahmanadina Upalakshana. This is only Upalakshana for Brahmana Rishis. Therefore, Brahmanadinam Upalakshanam. Rajanascha Rashayascha Viduhu Itiva. So Rajanaha and Rajanascha Rashayascha Rajarsyaha. They know. Either you can take it as Karmadharaya or you can take it as Dvanda Samasa. Rajanascha Rashayascha Viduhu. They know this. Nanu Rajavihi Rishivihi Mahapurushaihi Parigrihi Tattve Sarvatra Prasiddhatvat Kim Tvaya Upadishyata iti ataha aha. Okay. Rajavihi, by kings, and Rishivihi Mahapurushaihi, by great people, Parigrihi Tattve, they were received. They have this Parigrihi Tattve api. They have the status of being the receiver of this knowledge, who this Mahapurushas, Rajaviki, Rishiviki, Mahapurushaiki, Parigri Tattve api, Therefore, sarvatra prasiddhatva, because they are not ordinary people. They are not ordinary people, they are Mahapurusha and they are kings, Rajabhigi, by Rajas also. Therefore, sarvatra prasiddhatva, therefore this yoga is sarvatra prasiddha. Prasiddhatva, because it is prasiddha all over. Kim taya upadeshyata, why this is taught by you again? Iti ataha, that it is said, why should be taught by you? Kim taya upadeshyata, why are you teaching this? Iti ataha aha, therefore he says, saha iti, saha yogaha, why mahata kalena nashtaha abhavat, therefore. Purvam vivaspadadishu maya pravartitaha yaha yogaha, the yoga which taught by me before to Vivaswan, etc. Saha, that yoga, idanim, now, Mahata Kalena, over a period of time, Kala Desha Viparyasena, by the change of time and place, Pravartya Pravartaka Jana Abhavadi Abhavat Iha Asmin Loke. Pravartya Pravartaka Jana Abhavat, because of the absence of Pravartya and Pravartaka. Pravartaka is the teacher and the taught. Pravartya, the teacher and the taught. The teacher, student and the teacher. Pravartaka is a teacher who is taught, Pravartya. So absence, abhavat, absence of the teacher and the taught for a period of time. Abhavat, iha, here, asmin loke, nashtaha abhavat. This yoga became lost because of the absence of Pravartya Pravartaka Jana, teacher and the taught, because of the absence of the taught and the teacher. Therefore, Sampradaya Vichyatim Praptaha Ityartaha. Therefore, Sampradaya Vichitti, Sampradaya Vichittim, Vichitti, breakage of the Sampradayasya Vichitti, Sampradaya Vichitti. Shashti Tatpurusha. Sampradayasya Vichittihi, Sampradaya became broken. That's called Nashtaha. Sampradaya Vichittihi, Vichittim Praptaha. The knowledge which transmitted to the Parampara, it is Nashtaha because of the Vichitti, because of the breakage in the Parampara. Then, next shloka, we will read. Durbalan Ajitendriyan
Durbalan ajitendriyan
Prapya
prapya
Nashtam Yogam Imam
nashtam yogam imam
Upalambhya
upalabhya
Lokam cha
lokam cha
Apurushartha Sambandhinam
apurushartha sambandhinam
Sayevayam Maya Tedya
sayevayam maya tedya
Yoga Proktah Puratanaha
yoga proktah puratanaha
Bhaktosi me Sakha Cheti
bhaktosi me sakha cheti
Rahasyam Hetaduttamam.
rahasyam hetaduttamam.
So, Bhagavan says here, third shloka, for Bhashyakara gives the Sangati connection. This yoga, prapya, having attained, having gone, having reached, whom? Durbalan, Ajitendriyan, prapya, nashtam, yogam nashtam, imam yogam nashtam. Upalabhya, having found, having seen, having found, having recognized that this yoga, imam yogam, nashtam prapya, having having lost this yogam, imam yogam nashtam prapya. The imam yogam nashtam. Having found this yoga lost. How? Durbalan jitendriyan prapya. Having gone to the durbala, having gone to the weak people, people who are weak. And ajitendriyan. Ajitendriyan is they don't have sense, mastery over senses. It means they are interested only in artha and kama, not in jnanam. Jitani indriyani yena saha jitendriyaha. Ajitendriyaha na jitendriyaha ajitendriyaha. Bhagavati samasa. Jitani indriyani yena saha bhagavati. Jitendriyaha. Jitendriyaha. Na jitendriyaha ajitendriya. Nanj. Tan ajitendriyan. So ajitendriyan, durbalan, the one who had not conquered his sense organ, that is the one who doesn't have self-mastery, sense mastery, dhamma, that is dhamma, the absence of dhamma. Dhamma not there. So having this knowledge, having reached the durbala, the weak people, and the people who were subdued by the sense objects, who were interested in artha kama, Jitendriyan. Their commitment only to artha kama. They are interested in sense vishaya, sense objects. Therefore, the sense organs are not with them. Sense organs enjoying sense objects. Sense organs always after sense objects. Paranchikani vitranat swayambhusu parang panchati na antaratman. So parang pashyati, indriyas are generally outwards, and these people, because of disinterest and no viveka, therefore busy in enjoying the sense vishayas to the sense objects. Their arthakama becomes their important pursuit, not jnanam. So having reached this knowledge, having reached them, this yoga, this nashtam, having found this yoga became lost because it had reached the wrong people. So for prapya, the karma is, the object is durbalan jitendriya. And here upalabhya is having found. Who? Bhagavan. Having found, for which the karma is this yogam, which is nashtam. So two lya pratyas are there, for which two different karmas are there. Bhagavan upalambhya. Bhagavan having found this yoga, which became nashta, because this yoga why it became nashta? Having reached the durbala najit etadiyan, this yoga became nashta. Having found this Bhagavan, lokam cha purushartam cha sambandhinam, having found the people, loka is people, janaha, lokaha, janaha, and they are not connected to the purushartha, apurushartha sambandhinam, having found the people who are not associated with this purushartha, not connected with this purushartha, not connected with the moksha purushartha. So, therefore, imam yogam nashtam, having found the people, the lokaha, who are not connected to the purushartha, this yoga become nashta, having reached the wrong people, weak people, who were subdued by the sense objects. So, therefore, Bhagavan says, Sagevayam Mahya Tedya Yoga Prokta Ratanaha. So, Saha Eva, that is this yoga, Saha Eva Maya, this yoga taught by me to Vivaswan, that yoga. Ayam Saha Ayam Yogaha. That yoga taught by me to Surya Devata, That is this yoga, what I am teaching you. So, Saha Ayam. That yoga, why is that? Because taught by me to Suri Devata before. And now I am teaching you this yoga. So that this not they are not two yogas, same teaching. So Saha Ayam Maya by me Adya now Proktaha. It is told where Adhyaya Dvayena Uktaha. Adhyaya Dvayena Sahayeva Yogaha Maya Uktaha. Sahayeva Yogaha Maya Uktaha, and it is Puratanaha. It is old because that yoga I taught before. The same I'm teaching you now. Therefore, it is the knowledge, because of the breakage in the tradition, it may get broken. But knowledge will not break. The knowledge as such, it is as it is, it will be as it is. Nothing will happen to the knowledge. They may not be the receivers of the knowledge, but what will happen to the knowledge? The knowledge is not subject to any change. Entropy is only for the sampradaya. Entropy is only with regard to the receiver of this knowledge, the wielder of the knowledge, the sustainer who holds the holder of the knowledge, but not with regard to the knowledge. Therefore, it is puratanaha. Knowledge, there is no old knowledge and new knowledge. Knowledge is knowledge. But here, why the word puratanaha is, this is not something new. It was there since since creation. Knowledge is the truth is since creation. Even before creation, what is there is only Brahman. So this knowledge we say only from regard to the creation. Therefore, Puratanaha. And the same knowledge is there also now. So Puratanaha, this jnana, this knowledge, this yoga, that same thing I teach you. The same knowledge I give you. Why? Because Bhaktaha Asi Tvam Mama Bhaktaha, you are my devotee, Bhaktaha. And Sakacha, you're also happen to be my friend. Because you are my devotee and you are my friend, iti, therefore, this yoga, which is uttamam yogam, this knowledge which is etat uttamam, etat yogam jnanam uttamam, it is the highest and it is ragasyam. It is ragasyam, it is secret. The secrecy is, it is not something which is kept away the the access, from the access to the people. It is there, it is open. At the same time, it remains a secrecy because either people are not committed to this knowledge because their priority is only arthakama, not this yoga. So therefore, this will remain as a secret, not accessible. Therefore, not accessible means not physically accessible. It's accessible, but they are not interested. Therefore, it remains as a secret, and also secret in other sense. Even if it is accessible, for the unprepared, it is a secret only. It remains a secret because they are not prepared. Because not prepared, therefore, in spite of access, this continued to be is secret only. As Bhagavan says later in the 19th chapter, Raja Vidya, Raja Gugyam. It is Raja Vidya, the Vidya which is the king of all the Vidya. And it is Raja Gugyam, the most secret Raja Gugyam. Gugyat Gugyatamam. It is. It is a secret of all the secrets. Therefore, really, it is not a secret. It is open. But for the unprepared, it remains secret. So that knowledge, I teach you, I taught you. I taught you and I'm teaching you further elaborately. So therefore, I am Saha eva I am yogaha. That yoga alone, I teach you. Iti. Okay. Then we'll read the Bhashyam. Saha eva ayam. Saha eva ayam.
सः एव अयम्
Maya te tubhyam.
मया ते तुभ्यम्
Adya idanim
Adya
Adya
idanim
idanim
yogaha proktaha
yogaha
proktaha
proktaha
puratanaha
puratanaha
bhaktaha asi
bhaktaha
bhaktaha asi
asi
me sakacha asi iti.
me
me
sakha cha
sakha cha
asti
asi
iti
iti
Ragasyam hi
rahasyam
rahasyam
hi
hi
yasmat
yasmad
yasmat
etat uttamam yogam jnanam ityartah.
etaduttamam
tamam
yogam
yogaha
jnanam
anam
ityartah.
ityarthaha.
Okay. Saha eva ayam. That this. So saha with it is paroksha. Saha is paroksha. That is long before, thousands of years before I taught this to Surya Devata, Vivaswan. Therefore that knowledge saha. And it is now, therefore ayam. So paroksha and vartamana. So it means the same knowledge. The knowledge has not changed. That knowledge, maya, by me, te tubhyam to you, te is equal to tubhyam, tubhyam te. Adya, now, idanim, now, yogaha proktaha. The yoga is taught, which is puratanaha yogaha taught. Why? Because bhaktaha asime, you are my bhakta, you are my devotee. You are committed. Devotee means you are committed. You only said, Shishyastegam shadimam tvam prapanam. You surrendered yourself to me and you said you are my Shishya. So Shishyas are Bhaktas. So who is a Bhakta? The one who has surrendered, and want to learn, that person is a Bhakta because he has got commitment. Therefore, naturally, he has Bhakti for the knowledge and Bhakti towards the person who teaches the knowledge. That attitude is important. Therefore, Bhaktaha. Bhagavan appreciates the attitude of Arjuna. That is his commitment and his attitude towards the knowledge and towards the giver of the knowledge. Because Bhagavan Krishna is his friend, he doesn't take him for granted. He surrendered. He surrendered and asked him to accept him as a disciple. So therefore, Bhaktaha. Without Guru Bhakti, Jnanam also not possible. So therefore, Bhakti is important. Bhakti means that attitude that tells the attitude of the person, the receiver of the Jnana. So it is not, this Jnanam is not like any other Jnanam. This is a liberating Jnanam. This is Jnanam for liberation. So therefore, one cannot really pray to the teacher, to the giver of the knowledge. So therefore, that appreciation that is expressed in the form of devotion, that is why Guru Shushruksha, serving the Guru, not to please the Guru. It is an expression of gratitude. Therefore, Bhaktaha Tum, Mama Bhaktaha, and Saka also happens to be my friend. They know each other for a long time. Therefore, Saka Cha Asi Iti. And Ragasyam, this Ragasyam Hi. This is called Ragasyam. Why? Because Ragasyam Hi, Yasmat, because it is Ragasyam, therefore Etat Uttamam Yogam. This yoga is the highest. Because this Jnanam, this E, Yasmat, Etat Yogam Uttamam. This yoga, this Jnanam is the Uttamam Ragasyam. Because why I am teaching this yoga? Because you are my Bhakta and you are my friend. And it is the highest secret. I teach you this because this is the highest secret. I teach you this highest secret because you are my Bhakta devotee. You can take that way. Ragasyam hi yasmat etat yogam yogaha jnanam etat uttamam yogaha jnanam ityartaha. It is, we can take as here because this is a different sentence. So it is Ragasyam. Why it is Ragasyam? Because it is Uttamam. It is highest. Therefore, it is highest jnanam, highest knowledge. Therefore, it is secret. It is Raja Vidya. It is highest knowledge. Sarva Vidya Pradishtam in the language of Mundakopanishad. The knowledge of which gives the knowledge of everything. Tasminna Bhagava Vijnate Sarvamidam Vijnatam Bhavati. Iti Shaunaka asked. Therefore, that knowledge which removes the ajnanam completely. Therefore, it is the highest knowledge. So, therefore it is Ragasyam, and therefore, Ragasyam hi Yasmat, because it is Sarva Vidya Pradeshta, therefore it is Uttamam Jnanam, Uttamam Yogaha, it is Uttamam Yogaha, Uttamam Jnanam. Why it is called Ragasyam? Because it is Uttamam. Ragasyam he is Yasmat. The reason, he Yasmat. It is Uttamam Jnanam, therefore it is Ragasyam. It is Ragasyam. Why? Because it is Uttamam Jnanam. It is the highest knowledge. Therefore, it is Ragasyam. Iti. He is Yasmat. Here, in the Sangati, what we read here, arranging the sentence here properly, Durbalan Ajitendriyan, that Purushan Prapya, this Yogam Nashtam Yogam Imam, this yoga which is destroyed, can connect like this. Imam Yogam Nashtam. Imam Yogam Nashtam Upalabhya. Having found Lokam, the people, Purushartha Sambandhinam. So, having found the people, and the people are not connected to the Purushartha, Moksha Purushartha, therefore, Imam Yogam Nashtam. Therefore, this yoga became lost. This yoga became lost. Durbalan Ajitendriyan Prapya. Having reached the weak people, having reached the people who have not mastered the Indriyas, its organs, this yoga, Lokam Purushartha Sambandhinam, this yoga, Lokam, having found the people who are not connected, who have disassociated themselves from the Purushartha, this yoga disappeared. This Bhagavan found. So, having found the people, the Lokaha, Apurushartha Sambandhinam, Lokam, Upalabhya, this yoga disappeared. Why this yoga reached them and they are Durbala, they are Ajitendriya. So connect the Upalabhya like that. So for Upalabhya, Bhagavan, having found the Loka and Purushartha Sambandhinam. So Upalabhya, for which the karma I am taking it as Lokam. Lokam Purushartha Sambandhinam. Lokam cha is there. So therefore Apurushartha Sambandhinam Lokam Upalabhya, having found the people who were not committed to the Purushartha, this yoga, having reached the Durbana Indriyan, became lost. Iti. Okay, we'll stop here. And Gita Priyabodhini, we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
धन्यवाद
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ.
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಗುರುಜಿ. Thank you, Guruji.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.